In today's video, I'm going to be showing you on how to debug and test out your website. In my last video, we go through over on how to build the project on HTML and CSS with functionality based on JavaScript. We'll make few tweaks and changes within the website using JavaScript and HTML and CSS and showing you on how to debug key errors and mistakes where a lot of developers tend to use. So, enough talk. Let's get right into this video. Three, two, one, cut. I'm on my Visual Studio Code, and here's my project so far. I complete. So, in my HTML mainframe, I include all the properties and elements for the input type and button, which I wrapped around a class called div and named it container so that we'll be able to style out the CSS. I create an input and button for this, and both of them are used to implement the output where if a user enters a number or a letter, let's say 100, and then I have to click the star and it will generate the number for each of the system. So please enter between 1 to 5, say 5, and it will just generate a number, which is, of course, 3. Okay, so let's review the input type. So input type, we give it a text. Min is 5, and max is 1. And this is enter the number between 1 to 5, ID star main. So let's modify this for the input type. Let's call this number because we want to generate a number. Let's call this 3. And if I click a star, then still not generating. So then let's check to see. This is placeholder. Placeholder is fine. So the min, which is 1, maximum is 5. So then if I refresh, then hopefully it will generate a star. Okay, still not generating. Let's go and inspect element to check where the issue is. It says star generator not defined. Okay, let's go here. Okay, I think in the element function, I put star generator in the index HTML. Then I also include just generate stars. So let's copy and paste. Okay, refresh and enter number. Script 1. Okay, so now there's some issues going on with script.html and it says uncaught type error cannot set properties of null. Perhaps okay, so there's some issues. Okay, perhaps let's enlarge the text a bit in the input type. The padding is keep it normal and as well to enlarge. Let's do width as fit content. There we go. So width will be 20 pixels. 100 pixels. Yeah, there we go. Now it's generating. Padding will be 1 rem, or actually half of rem, so 0.5 rem. There you go. The star, inspect element. Let's see where the issue occurs. So it's important to, of course, check out the input type to see if there is any issues with the element and how you defined it. So number, let's not include number. Sometimes always you would close with the semicolon when defining the element in the functionality. So here it looks fine. This the number generator works, but then again it's not displaying the output, which is a little bit concerning. So output dot inner HTML equals to an empty string. Output dot inner HTML would increment using an emoji, star emoji, and I also increment student equals to plus. Let's try that. Now it doesn't really work. Okay, so function star generator count const count equals to document. We assign it to document dot get element by ID, and we're passing through the star main, which is in here. That's the ID, and const output. We assign it to document dot get element by ID, and in here is the star output. Output here dot inner HTML. Let's put text content instead because we want to generate the number. 3, click the star. Let's see what the issue is. Okay, I think doesn't fully doesn't fully exist in the HTML as the property. So I think text content wouldn't work. 3, 2, 1, action. Okay, so we after all the additional checks, I think I know what the solution is. The issue was that in the class, this is the class and that's stars output. Let's change the class to ID because we want to use the ID selector, which is known as the stars output. Let's add the hashtag and it should of course generate. So once I changed the class selector to ID selector, I then go to the JavaScript to include the selector, so hashtag star count, hashtag stars output. So then if I refresh and enter a number, and should be able to display. Okay, I think there is an issue going on. So stars count dot value. I believe let's try swap around to value. Okay, there we go. And now if I can enter the star generator, should generate. Okay, now so since there is an issue going on with the value, probably we might go back to index for HTML and see the issue. After all the additional checks, I think I know what the solution is. The issue was that in the class, this is the class and that's stars output. Let's change the class to ID because we want to use the ID selector, which is known as the stars output. Let's add the hashtag and it should of course generate. Okay, so I know where the issue occurs. There is a hashtag there, which you don't really need. Is we only need the value, which is star count and star output, because we only use it to style out the element. So we include a hashtag, and when we use it to function, we don't have to include the hashtag. So let's try this again. Refresh, enter between 1 and 5. Let's call this 2. And yeah, it generates 2 stars. If I enter 5, it'll generate 10 stars, which is pretty cool. I can, of course, modify this as 10, placeholder, enter number between 1 and 5. Let's call it 10. And let's put less I equal to 0, while I is less than count, and I is less than 5, say at 10. If count is less than equals 10, alert, please enter the number between 1 and 10. And of course, it should generate the number. Okay, I should put 19, 10. Okay, refresh. There we go. But enter 10, and it should show 10 stars. There we go. 6 stars, 10 stars, and also I can generate 6 stars. I could generate as many stars as I want to enter, but this is all I have so far. I'm going to wrap up this video today. This was me demonstrating the fundamentals in front-end aspect of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. We designed and created a project on Star Generator. We managed to implement the tests and functionality to ensure the debugging and the functionality works. So it was a success. If you're new, please like and subscribe. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up. I'm going to be posting these type of videos in the latest future uploads. This is your boy Soft Sen. Have a wonderful day. Take care.